Hey guys, Tyler Brimley here. So today we're going to talk about graphing logarithmic functions. So we'll take a simple problem. Y equals log of 2 times x. Got written like that. Okay. So to do that, you you want to do is set whatever x is, if it's x plus 3, if it's x minus 6 or whatever, you want to set whatever's in the parentheses to 0. So in that one, you want x equals 0. So the 0 right there would be your asymptote. Okay. That right there. So basically, when x equals 0, the asymptote is basically just the y-axis. So going off of that, if you set point, you'll get points if you set x and y to 1 on here, and whatever that number is there, okay? 2. Okay. So in doing that, um, you'll get x. So when x is 1, let's see here. Okay. So when x is 1, y will equal 0. And when x is 2, y will equal 1. Okay. And that's done because we have the 2 down here. And basically, you set it up to the power there. 2 times the power of 1 is 0. And 2 times the power of 2 is just 1. Okay. That's how you get the y there. So get the vertical asymptote. We'll set up our graph here, and I'll show you in just a second. So our asymptote is the y-axis, and it'll go up through the point of 1, 0. When x equals 1, y equals 0. And then when x equals 2, y equals 1. Okay, that way. So this right here is what it ends up looking like. Quick general rule of thumb. Oh, actually, so domain on this one, because the asymptote is 0, the domain will equal 0 as the starting point. And then we'll go to infinity because all real numbers there. Um, then with the range, if you can see on my graph here, the range is all the y values, and it will continuously increase and continuously decrease. Okay, so with that, it would be negative infinity, which is all real numbers, and infinity. Okay, so y can be any number um, along this rule. Okay, so um, let's do this problem here. So if you set y equal to negative log parenthesis x plus 4, okay, got that here, there, okay. Um, when log is negative, you want to reflect it over the x-axis. So kind of what we originally did, but it will be on the other side, on the top part, okay. Um, what we'll do here is set the parenthesis. We have parenthesis x plus 4 in parentheses. So x plus 4, you'll equal that to 0. This is how you get the vertical asymptote, okay? And so when you subtract 4 from both sides, you get x equals negative 4. So negative 4 would be the asymptote. Let me draw that on here real quick. Okay, so right there. So negative 4 right here on this side, okay? Um, put a couple more lines here. Okay, so we got that. Okay, so what we want to do is set x plus 4 equal to 1. Um, when you do that, you get x plus 4 equals 1. Subtract 4 from both sides. You get x equals negative 3. So that's the first part of our next point there. Okay, so if you plug that into the equation, um, sorry, if you plug 1 into the equation, you get negative log of 1, and that will equal 0. Or, sorry, if you plug negative 3 into the x, you'll get negative log, parenthesis, negative 3 plus 4. Okay? And that will equal negative log plus 1, or negative log parenthesis 1. Sorry, jumped ahead and stuff. Um, and that will be equal to 0. So for that, the point is negative 3, 0. You get y equals 0 and x equals negative 3. Okay, so you get negative 3, 0 there. Marked it on my thing right there. There. Okay. And then if you set x plus 4 equals 10, you'll subtract 4 there, subtract 4. You get x equals 6. Okay. And um, the reason we did 10 and we did 1 is because that's where the points align um, on the thing. If you do 9, you'll get a decimal. If you do 8, you'll get a decimal, things like that. X equals 6, so you plug that back in the equation. So negative log 6 plus 4 equals negative log of 10, which is equal to negative 1. So x, the next point would be x would be 6 and y would be negative 1. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down 1. You end up looking like that right there. It's a very skinny line after the first point there. Okay. Um, so domain, because of the asymptote, would be negative 4 to infinity. And just keep in mind that you want to put parentheses around it because it's not including the negative 4 because it'll never actually reach the negative 4 as the asymptote. And then the range is, again, all real numbers. So negative infinity and infinity. Okay. And wrote that up there for you. And there you go. Thanks for joining my lesson today, guys.